welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video we're doing a pretty important tipping video because, well, a lot of games this week will determine who are playing in September and who are going to be missing out on the 8. So it will be the round 24 tips and predictions actually, this year, because there was the opening round, so round 24 tips and predictions, and it is a massive predictions video. The last one before we get into the finals week, and then I'll probably also do finals week 1 predictions, semis, prelim, and then the grand final. So we'll split it up over the weeks, and we'll continue to do my predictions for the games. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like to the channel, subscribe down below if you are new, and we'll get straight into it. Alright, so here we are on Squiggle. We're going to be doing this video on Squiggle today, as it is really good to determine and see who is going to be finishing where on the ladder. So obviously we start off on the Friday night with a D's and Pies clash. The Pies, well, they've got 2 strong wins in a row, haven't they? And, well, no, not 2, sorry, not 2 out of their last 3 games they've won. They lost against Sydney, but they were pretty much up all night. So that's nearly a win in my books. But Melbourne also coming off a massive win on the Gold Coast, which no one had been able to beat Gold Coast this year, and the D's just went over there and absolutely obliterated them by, what was it, like nearly 10 goals. So they're going to be confident coming into this game, Melbourne. It's a bit of a dead rubber game. The Pies were holding on to a finals dream, but then Carlton smashed West Coast over in WA and sort of, defeated that dream. I think the Saints have to beat Carlton by like 200 points on the weekend for them to make finals, and they actually have to win their game as well. So the Pies will not be making the finals this year unless an absolute miracle happens, like something we've never seen before. But on the Friday night, I think they're going to be playing some good footy. I'm going to back in the Pies to get this one done by 14 points. I think they'll go into 9th, and as you can tell, I'm a Freo fan. We're down in 10th. We've actually, it's a scary slide. We've joined Essendon. Oh, seriously, it's horrible stuff. But yeah, I reckon the Pies will get up by 14 points because they've been playing some pretty good footy. I reckon they'll finish the season on a high. The D's played well last week, but I think that's just a one-off good game, and the Pies have been playing pretty consistent footy over the last month. So I reckon they'll get the job done against the D's on the Friday night. Moving on, ɪɪْឌᴜᴛ Park, we have Geelong and West Coast, another absolute dead rubber game. I think if Geelong win this, then they stay absolutely put, unless they absolutely smoke them, which they might. At ɪɪْឌᴜᴛ Park, I don't think West Coast are going to win this at all. I think it'll be probably like a 46-point win to the Cats. I think they'll get this one done very comfortably, and they stay put in the 4th position now. They're a lock for the top 4, so they'll get the double chance. Moving on, another dead rubber game, and Richmond, if there's a game to do it, if there's a game to win, it is this one, Gold Coast away. But I think they obviously did break their curse against the Bombers the other week, and I think coming to the MCG, I think they'll win this game. The Tigers are just so bad. I reckon Gold Coast win by 2 goals in a pretty close game, but the Suns just get over the line. Now we have the Hawk and the Kangas down at Launceston. I think the Hawks are going to finish off their home and away season really strong. The Kangaroos coming off a 100-point loss to the Doggies, and the Hawks are just absolutely rolling. They had a pretty poor second term against Richmond, but the first quarter they're up by 50 points at quarter time. They're just insane. Their best footy. If they kept that consistently for 4 quarters, they would have scored up 200 points. And to be honest, they're probably capable of it. They are probably capable of it. The run that they're just insane at the moment, the Hawks. And I think they're going to win this game by a fair bit. I think they're going to finish their home and away season with an absolute bang. I reckon they'll get it done by 42 points against the Kangaroos at Launceston. I think the Kangas will, well, turn up for a bit of the game, but definitely won't get the job done. And that sees the Hawk move to 5th on the ladder. Absolutely insane. They don't have that high of a percentage, but the points have got them up there. And now moving on to the Brisbane game. Will Brisbane knock them back down at the Gabba against the Bombers? 100% they will. But I don't think this will be like a blowout. I think it's just going to be like a boring game. It's going to be a boring game, I think. And Brisbane will win because it's at their home deck, and Essendon season's done now, so they're not playing for anything. They won't care. They'll just want to get the game over and done with. Brisbane playing for home final, so yeah, I reckon they'll get that job done. Sydney and Adelaide, another pretty dead rubber game here at the SCG, and because it's at the SCG, I think the Swans will win. They won't win by a heap. They've got their mojo back a little bit now, the Swans, and I think they'll win this one by like 4 goals. It won't be a blowout though. I think they'll just get over the line because I don't think they're as good as they were, a few months ago. I don't think they're at that point again. So I think they'll win, but not really convincingly, not by a lot. They'll definitely win though. It's at Sydney, so I don't think the Crows will be winning that game. And here we go, a massive game on the Sunday at 12:30 at Mars Stadium. It is the Dogs and the Giants. Massive game to determine, well, if the Giants win, then they go up and potentially have a home qualifying final. The Dogs need to win to potentially, well, they need to win to stay in the 8, to be honest, because if Freo beat Port and Carlton beat Saints, then they are absolutely out of here. And at Mars Stadium, I really don't see, I'll be completely honest, I really don't know what's going to happen with this game. I'll be cheering on so hard for the Giants. Freo fans, we need Giants to beat the Bulldogs, we need North to beat Hawthorn, or the Saints to beat Carlton, and then we need to beat Port Adelaide, and we'll jump into the final series. So, I'll be cheering on the Giants hard here as much as possible. I think I'll be playing footy during this game, but as much as possible, I'll be cheering on for the Giants, because I think this is like sort of the only game where Freo fans actually have a chance of you know, the result going our way. I think this is the only chance we have. I don't think the Saints will beat the Blues, and well, North definitely won't beat Hawthorn. So I'm going the Giants to get it done by 5 points at Mars Stadium. I'm pretty sure that was the exact same scores as what they played last year at Mars Stadium as well. So yeah, take of that what you will. And then we have the Blues and the Saints at Marvel. Bro, honestly, the Saints could really pull something out of their backside here. The Ross the Boss did on the weekend, down by, what, like 30 points against the Catters at half-time, and he just pulled something out of his bum, and they got the job done, and pretty comfortably in the end too. It was like 3 goals. So the Saints came from nowhere, and to be honest, they're playing for nothing, and Carlton, their season's still hanging on a thread, and if you look at their past results at Marvel Stadium, I tell you what, it's not looking good for the Blues, and especially, well, obviously the injuries do play a massive part in it. They were able to go over and defeat West Coast, but like, that doesn't really say anything. This is a massive test for the Blues, because the Saints could do it at Marvel Stadium, because Carlton do not like playing here. You look at their last result, look at their results this year at Marvel Stadium. Lost to Port, just beat North in a shocking game, lost to the Bulldogs. They do not like playing here. I'll say it again. I'm going the Saints to get this one done in an upset by like 16 points. 16-point Saints win. Carlton aren't back to their full strongest yet, and Cripper, I think, will need to do an absolute job to get them over the line. And the last game of the round will determine the finals series. If we win, we go up to 7th. Port have been, well, probably one of the most informed teams in the comp as of late. And the Dockers, we definitely haven't been. We've lost 3 on the trot. We lost against Essendon, we lost against Geelong, and we've lost against the Giants. We're back at home in front of our home crowd, and to be honest, I think because we literally need to win to make the finals, I think we're going to get up. But, and like Port are already, you know what, if they win this, they're playing for a home qualifying final, Port, so I guess they're not playing for nothing. Obviously, they're locked into the finals, locked into the top 4, I believe. And, well, they're not really playing for anything but that home qualifying final, which is still pretty big. But we're going to really want to get this one done. I think all of our home fans are going to obviously rush through the gates at Optus Stadium and cheer us on the Sunday afternoon. I'll be honest, I don't actually see us losing this game, and I know that might sound really cocky, but I think we win by about 16 points or so. I just think we're like, our season is here on the line. We've lost our last 3 games. Well, we really need massive ends here. We've lost Tracy, we've lost Darcy, we've lost Pierce down back. All those 3 have been out for like the last 2 weeks. If we get those back, we have a fully strong side on the Sunday arvo. We're winning by 16 in my opinion. And that is the final series. Oh, I pray that Carlton get knocked out. I absolutely despise Carlton, and I'm pretty sure all Freo fans do. And this is what the final series look like. We go on to play the Hawk at the MCG. Oh no. So yeah, I will not be doing my finals predictions in this video because obviously, well, we don't know if this is actually going to be the final series. However, in a week's time, when the finals have been decided, I'll be back for another predictions video on my final series. And stay tuned for it as well, because last year, well, everyone gave me crap in the comments about who I tipped in the final series predictions, and I went on to predict absolutely every game correct up to the grand final and tipped the pies. So I got the entire final series predictions correct last year. So stay tuned for that next week, and who knows, maybe I can go back to back with the absolute 100% rate of picking finals games. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and yeah, leave some comments as well with some video suggestions if you do have any in mind for me. Any suggestions would be much appreciated, and I'll take into consideration. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.